Hello, my friends. Okay, some of you saw the post that I did about the couple that looked like they had it all together on the outside because they had the big house, the fancy cars, they were well-traveled and well-dressed, but in reality, their net worth was like a negative $107,000. Now, this leads me to today's message. Scott White once said, "Awareness that one has a problem is the first step to overcoming it." This applies to many areas of life, but especially relationships. Often, we assume that a successful relationship requires both partners to have all their issues perfectly sorted out. But in reality, the key isn't perfection. It's awareness, reflection, and the willingness to grow. I mean, think about it. No one enters a relationship without baggage. What sets quality partners apart is their ability to acknowledge areas where they need improvement and taking consistent steps to address them. For instance, someone might not be where they want to be financially. The important questions to ask are, well, where do you want to be? What are you currently doing to get there? If their actions are in alignment with their goals, for instance, they have a budget or they are pursuing education or building a side hustle, it shows they're not just aware of their shortcoming, but they are actively working to overcome them. This mindset of growth and accountability is what makes a partner trustworthy and dependable. Ladies, if you're swiping right because the big house, the fancy car, the boats, all that is catching your eye, keep in mind that most people who flaunt their things often have a deep-rooted need for validation, and it's very possible they're broke. True wealth, whether financial or emotional, rarely needs to be broadcast. Instead of getting attracted by superficial signs of success, focus on whether someone demonstrates a genuine commitment to growth and stability. Research supports this idea. A study that was published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that self-awareness and adaptability are critical traits for relationship satisfaction. Partners who reflect on their behaviors, communicate openly, and make adjustments when needed, they tend to experience stronger, more fulfilling relationships. Here's an example. Imagine you're dating someone who admits that they're in debt, but they have a detailed plan to pay it off. They're cutting expenses, taking on extra work, and tracking their progress. Now compare that to someone who's also in debt, but avoids discussing it, has no strategy, and continues overspending. Who would you feel more confident building a future with? This principle applies beyond finances to emotional well-being, communication, and personal growth. Relationships thrive when both people are committed to becoming their best selves. Not because they're trying to be perfect, but for the health of the relationship. So, the takeaway is this. When evaluating a potential partner, don't just focus on where they are right now. Instead, pay attention to their mindset and their actions. Are they reflective? Are they taking responsibility for their growth? If the answer is yes, you've likely found someone capable of building a successful relationship. Remember, to attract a quality partner, you need to be a quality person. So consider, what are your shortcomings? And what are you currently doing to improve and grow?